Well, good morning. I'm Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Retired Alive. We're heading to the doctor's appointment, and my wife is taking me because I don't do well going to the doctor's by myself. Every part of a doctor's appointment frustrates me, and that's from the start of making the appointment, getting there. I'm always early, but you'd never know that by the time they get me in, and then the process with the insurance. That's always frustrating. So today we're going to see a cardiologist. Yes, you heard me right, a cardiologist. The last time I had a regular checkup, apparently I had an irregular heartbeat, so they asked me to wear a monitor for a few days, and now I've got an appointment with a cardiologist. Most likely brought about by all the stress of going to the doctors in the first place. So we'll get there, we'll figure out what's going on, and let you know. So walking into the building here now to see this specialist. Apparently, it's a building I've never been in before, but I'm feeling my chest tighten as we work our way in here. I can't tell from here which one I'm going to. I don't care for. Oh, there it is, Intermountain Heart Center, 201. So um, we'll see how this turns out. And Karen's already walking in, so she can make sure I get in there all right, and see how it goes. Karen has a way with the people at the front desk, and she knows how to talk to them, and I don't. So I let her check me in. It goes a lot smoother that way. Some fascinating reading here to keep you occupied while you wait for your turn to go and see the doctor. Well, the appointment is over. I'm on my way back to work. My appointment was scheduled for 9 o'clock. I sat in the waiting room until 9:30, which always frustrates me, but hey, I guess I just need to learn to be more patient. But it's always been a frustration of mine when you make a doctor's appointment. And I get it. They get busy, but you make one for early in the morning, which is what I typically do. Get there 10 or 15 minutes early and then get in a half an hour past the appointment. That's always frustrating to me. But anyway, I got into the room. They did an EKG on me and checked my blood pressure, and then had the doctor come in and talk to me for a few minutes. And basically, it doesn't sound like there's any cause for huge concern, mainly because I don't have any symptoms that go along with my irregular heartbeat. And he was looking at the medications that I take, which are one for cholesterol and one for high blood pressure. He recommends that I get a blood pressure cuff and start taking blood pressure once a night, once a day, and then he wants me to schedule an appointment to have a CT scan of my heart where they can measure the levels of calcium and plaque in my heart. But he didn't really seem to think that there were any major concerns like we may need to get a pacemaker or something like that. So that was pretty encouraging. So back to work, and hopefully we'll get this behind us and spend a lot less time in doctors' offices over the when I start this retirement process. I don't want to be wasting my time in the doctor's office. Well, good morning. I'm heading over to my daughter's today to try to finish up putting up the railing on her stairs that we've been working on. We had some great help from my grandson last week. He's got a future in this. I just know it. He's got a lot of talent, and he takes his work very seriously. She was going to finish the painting yesterday of the wall that we've been mudding and the base for the railing. So we're going to put that up. It's a team effort. Definitely taking a little longer than I had hoped, but no big deal. We work on it when we can, and that's the thing. Once we're retired, we'll be able to do those types of projects in a little bit more timely fashion. Also, I've thrown a couple of golf clubs in here with me because I guess her husband has a golf simulator in the garage. So we're going to maybe combine a little bit of work with some fun, and looking forward to that. And I will show you the progress when we get there. So come along. Let's get her done. It's not as easy as we make it look, but it's a team effort. Well, now that the work's done, we're going to hit the golf course. All work and no play makes Kyle a dull boy.
Here we go. Off the tee. Quiet in the gallery. Uh-oh, I went in the water.
Well, that does it for this episode. We got the project finished. I think it turned out pretty good. And I was able to get 4 holes of golf in on the simulator, and I was only 17 over after 4 holes, which is pretty close to the way I play. Join us next time. We got an adventure plan that I think you're going to really enjoy. As always, be sure to leave a comment. I can always use those. But for now, this is Kyle saying so long from Retire to Life.